the West is matching up. Taking a look at the Clippers. They're trying to get in the playoffs here. If they stay the course, they will.
And right now for the Clippers, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Ivica Zubac is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Leonard in at the small forward. And for Boston, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here is Los Angeles now, following the bucket by the Celtics. Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, get up, James. Talk about a guy who scores from all three levels.
And one of the most respected players in the NBA is Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a three-time Teammate of the Year award winner. He's also a Sportsmanship Award winner. He is a pro's pro.
Powell with the steal. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Very difficult to just stop Kawhi inside. He's a powerful player who commits to his attacks.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
Well, look, Brown is a handful. Sometimes you just have to foul him.
Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
Now, here is Harden. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Holiday, no one around him. Boston, no good that time either. Simmons inside the line. Here's Zubac. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Harden against Holiday. Inside, here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's White. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. And good that time.
Yeah, try as they might, the defense can't stop Porzingis inside. He's too tall and too committed.
Here's Harden, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. And James Harden, good for 3. Harden's got 5 points so far.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
I mean, what a player Jaylen Brown has become. My goodness.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Had a chance to catch up with Joe Mazzulla, and I asked him how you deal with James Harden tonight, and Coach said his focus is not letting Harden get the matchups he wants, not allowing him to get ISOs. Coach said he has to work for it tonight, so they will try to throw some resistance his way, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
Yeah, look, that's a Drew Holiday special, turning defense into offense.
Here's Simmons. And Boston with the rebound. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
Yeah, their guys really got after it on the glass. Sometimes that's the difference maker between a win and a loss. Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Porzingis kicks to Tatum. 44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Count it.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Simmons passes to Powell. No good again that time.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Tatum. Oh, he just jams it right over Ben Simmons. Wow.
Well, look, you got to hit Tatum harder than that, or else he's just going to push right through the contact.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
It's Harden with the drive. White, wide open. He fires. No good with the triple. It's stolen by White to the inside and stolen by Simmons. Harden way outside. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Celtics lead by 10. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Boston.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Here are the five the Clippers have to start the second. The veteran wings, Powell and Leonard. Ben Simmons is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Harden in at the point guard. And the NBA, right or wrong, Stan, has been called a copycat league before. If something works, it catches on quick. Is that a fair statement?
Well, I think it is to some degree, Kevin. Certainly, we all watch each other and learn from each other, and you're always looking to see what someone else does in their system that would fit into what you do, but you can never fully copy another team because the personnel is different.
Yeah, every roster's different, isn't it? And you've got to tailor things you want to do with what you've got.
That's exactly right. So if my personnel's not the same as yours, I might be able to take a little bit of what you do, but I can't take it wholesale.
And you love when Simmons plays with aggression inside because it really forces the D to adjust.
No good at the stripe this time. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And it's Leonard missing. Boston leading by 8. Here's Brown. Stolen by Harden. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Here's Holiday. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. Leonard inside, guarded by Tatum. Powell against White. Clock at 4. This one for 3. Harden can't hit. Boston leading by 6. Outside, White from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Here's Simmons, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Tatum gets to Holiday. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Simmons got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple of years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. Well, they're still together. Tatum, no good. Clippers trail by 9.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
And bringing the aggression and the energy, two things you like to see from Porzingis.
Outside Holiday hits the three-point bomb. Holiday's got the lead up to 14 now for the Celtics.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest and guard.
Out to White. Pass to Porzingis. White looking around. And he drives in. The wide open look here for Porzingis. The baseline J off the mark. Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against Utah.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
Well, hey, if you can prevent the other team from getting into a rhythm, the advantage is all yours.
And here's Harden for 3. Porzingis with the block.
Well, look, if you want to shoot over Porzingis, you got to create more space than that.
Powell for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
The Celtics shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
The thing everyone expects from Holiday is elite defense, but you see his IQ on display all over the floor. He's constantly making smart decisions on or off the ball.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Brown finds Holiday. And another miss by Boston.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Yeah, Leonard really utilizing the vision to find the crack in the defensive coverage.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
And so it's Boston, sitting with a comfortable lead. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
We knew they wanted a track meet, and man, they got it. What a pace they've set.
Very hard to beat them at their own game. They wear you out, and we've still got a whole other half to go. All right, fellas. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. An exceptional performance from Jrue Holiday.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead.
Sloppy is the only way you can describe his play thus far. Just way too many turnovers.
The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. Then there's Jaylen Brown. Then it's Holiday, and it's Hauser in at the 2. That's the Boston 5.
Attacking the rim at full speed. No one wanted to get in Brown's way.
And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
Harden. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Poke loose. Stolen by Holiday. And he converts the layup. Holiday's got 16 points.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Powell with it, now guarded by Tatum. Can they get it? Powell finds Leonard, and stolen by Tatum. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Smart thinking by Tatum there. Once he got the swipe, he was locked in on going all the way.
And Jones has it in the corner. Back to Harden. And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball. Stolen by Holiday. Here's Hauser. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Hauser's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Harden outside. Here he goes. Jones, no one around him. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And with that 3 ball, he puts a halt to the 12-point run by the Celtics.
Down kicks to Tatum. Outside, Porzingis. Tatum against Jones. Fires the 3. Tatum no good. And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. Jones sets the pick for Leonard. Over in the corner, Zubac. 5 to shoot. A 3 from Leonard. Here's Jones. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
The shot by Powell, no good. Boston leading by 23. It's Powell on the wing. The 3 ball. And the 3 ball is good. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you missed the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get...
He swipes the ball away again.
And just like that, he's tied the franchise single-game record for steals.
Oh, what a steal. He's taken him for everything they've got. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So, it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. Here's Brown. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great tee that time from Leonard. On the wing, Harden fires from deep. Porzingis with the rebound.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide-open man.
L.A. has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Leonard the pass to Harden. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the third. Outside, Jones. Stolen by Tatum. Takes it inside, and the dunk by Tatum.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense